搏翻啦！啊，叫醫生真係有效率，斷咗即刻搏翻。
斷咗即刻搏翻。
Just know that if any funny business goes down, I will chop your head clean off.
好好笑嘅。Right, I hope the girls know what they are doing.
I hope so. I hope so. This. 咩啦下句
This is getting foxy.
而我有時你而家見到第二個畫面咩？
嚇？你見唔到咩？
你而家嗰句係咩啊
？You fox 喎。
Oh shit！我而家 skip 到最後個畫面。
啊。
仲係 right. I hope the girls. 我而家見到 you fox 啦。
While the slime girl was being distracted by the fox spirits, I ran over my visual side, using all my strength to put hit the slime that covered her. However, all I seemed to manage was slight tear. Freeing the girl was clearly going to take a while. They are here to help, so use your energy for something useful, like getting rid of the damn slime.
淋酒精落去咯。
係咯，啱啊。
跟住撻火咯。
啊，其實咧諗翻起，洗甲水係我依家打緊工入邊最好用嘅嘢嚟。
哦，類似天拿水嗰種。係
啊。
係咯。你淋啲天拿水落去。
我成日都俾人問你買咁多洗甲水做乜嘢？係
啊。洗甲水 play。
其實咧，除咗膠紙之外咧，問到我最多就係你買洗甲水做乜嘢？
哇！好恐怖啊！你今日就折磨，綁住人哋之後倒洗甲水落去。
係啊！啲人問我：哇！你玩埋啲咁嘅嘢
嘅？洗甲水 play。點玩好驚！黐線。Machiko has become the face now. Please tell your sister to stop her spell if you'd rather think good. Aiko, keep up the good work! No, Sakura! Sakura, I've not come to play. You're a fool, a bubble-brained moron. Why are you harassing the villagers? If you wanted to, you could have come to the mansion. 我想咗要話 fool 嗰句講嗰時有即係 king 嗰種咁嘅 voice。You are a fool! Mini Machiko. 哇 alliteration 咯，睇下佢呢個幾高文學水平。You can't tell me what to do. Not to mention, the food from the village is tastier than the fruits at your place. Besides, I just wanted to play with them a bit. But then they started screaming and this monkey girl with her chopstick tried to scare me away.
Chopstick.
冇符卡。
啲鉛筆被喺地下俾人黐住嘅嗰個人。
不要扶他。我呢三話 The spell is almost done if I keep going on. It might just a little more, little one. Sakura, I do not wish for this to end this way. You know what would happen if my spells are allowed to continue? You might get stuck in your midget form for a long time. I certainly do not want that. Leave this village, please. Are you going to melt me? It's unfair. My sisters won't be happy to see Machiko and Michael side with this silly human. But all I was doing was having some fun. I'll be back. Alright.
個畫面好似冇咗係咪？
係啊 ，There's a problem with this phone. There's a zombie on my lawn. 哇 ，race 檔。
喂，mute 咗佢先。
Yes，mute 咗。
OK。
依打飛馬。飛馬咧。
I will be back. And with those bursts, the slime girl melted into the pool of water, and soon disappeared from sight. 其實真係口膠嚟嘅咧。
等下先，你係咪都要 mute 埋嗰邊？我都聽到 echo。你咪 mute 埋你
echo。係啦。Once the slime girl shattered into millions of tiny pieces, Mio was left without any form of cover. Causing me to quickly cover my eyes. Oh. How corrosive.
There, look at me.
Scrambling to her feet, The girl rushed away, mostly in search for a change of clothes.
冇 CG 啊？
冇啊，
冇啊。
有就俾 H game 噶啦。
係啊。
雖然呢隻都已經係差唔多。
Oh my god！
係喎，霍金幾時找數啊？我知你聽到㗎。
係知哥。
係咯，幾時找數？如果唔係上一次喺 Emily 揾唔到，你玩緊啊！ With the slime girl gone, the villagers turned toward the sports series with confused gazes. The tension in the air was thick. No one knew what to expect. Finally, a familiar figure emerged from within the crowd.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you again, Takahiro. Even if the circumstances could have been.
其實我真係唔記得你個阿伯。
下一題啊嘛。死啊！個管家中文叫咩
What are you saying, Elder? That man is clearly in cahoots with the spirits. Wait a second, these girls just want help.
My head hurts. It's okay, dear. I'm here. Just hold on to me tightly. I'll protect you, so will.
It's a trap!
It's a tarp! Tarp. Silence! How dare you act with such hostility toward those who just saved your lives? Almost saved life 添。只不過趕走個 Sake
點？
趕走咗隻 Slime Marisa。
The crowd seemed rather startled by the firmness in the old man's voice, but soon obeyed. Some of them feeling rather ashamed all of a sudden.
It is clear that you and your companions did not come here with ill intentions, Takahiro. I must ask you to forgive the people for their nervousness and hostility. As you have most likely noticed, contact between the spirits and humans has been rather problematic at best.
I understand their concern, but will you at least hear me out?
Very well, if that is what you desire, then it will be the least we can do for those who have helped save the village upon us. Oh, they are coexistence, aren't you? However, let us wait for the chief to return. I believe it will be important for her to hear what you have to say. You just I'll go find her, Ji-sama. Oh, Ji-sama.
Feeling grateful that the elder had granted me the chance to carry out my plan, we waited for Miyo to return. Thankfully, the elder brought us somewhere private, where Machiko could tend to my uncle without the villager looking in contempt.
哇，新 background 啊，好漂亮！
哇，有新嘢！
我哋係咪要 comment 下呢個 interior design 啊？
好似有啲好。
你見唔見左上角嗰幅畫真係？哇！好有呢個江戶時代呢個嗰個叫做咩 feel 咧？
咩 feel 啊？
跟住等你 Ukio 係嘛？等你，我唔記得咗嗰個畫風。
唔知，
好似叫 Ukio 咧係嘛？
唔記得。
嘅嗰個畫風畫犀利。
佛食會有咩佛食？
係好似係嗰個。
咁就係咯。
係咯。跟住嗰個右邊嗰塊係鏡定乜鬼嚟？
鏡，應該係鏡。
嘅方形框。
我估係啦。
你仲見唔見後面個櫻花樹同埋嗰啲，不過係咪係點啊 waterfall 嚟啊？係啊，係嗰個門口嗰度。睇得唔清楚，應該係門口嚟嘅喎。點解無端端有一個瀑布喺度？有太陽光到照到瀑布。應該係。哇！犀利啊 ！God race 啊！呢就係。仲有台上面嗰個碗仲係啱啱食完兜嗰啲燒青魚嚟。超奢華，沙巴添啊！沙巴，我問有冇奢華食，啲人都唔係好明我講乜嘢。係啊，食沙巴咯。咦？做咩事？得。OK， 好，繼續。How many times am I going to have to say it? I am sorry. I froze, okay? I panicked. Your sword is stronger than my Naginata. What was I even going to accomplish by? That is unacceptable. I will reprimand. What are those creatures doing here? Elder-sama, this is Elder-sama. This is highly unorthodox.
其實我真係覺得佢咁樣揸到好危險。
係啊。She's high. Hashtag shots fired. Shh, Michael-chan. Shut the fuck up. These are our guests here, Tsukino Dono. You should treat them with respect they deserve. Now, take a seat and listen to their tale. That is an order. Stay a while and listen. I understand, Elder-sama. 我仲係知咧。
我覺得好奇怪。
係，我都覺得好奇怪。我覺得我哋 stream 嗰啲嘢都好奇怪。
係。
First and foremost, let me express my gratitude for helping save.
For helping save.
係啊。佢哋咁啊，所以應該 helping save 啊。繼續啦。While Tsukino Dono's brave attempt to stop the spirit allowed us to prevent further damage, I fear that her fate would have been much worse had the spirits been allowed to continue its rampage. Therefore, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for saving Tsukino Dono and this village, Sakura, and use my help for spirits. No problemo! Tsuchan told us to do it. Besides, Sakura has stupid smelly mini-pets. We humbly accept your gratitude, Elder.
點解突然間語氣變得咁快嘅？
係咯，冇 salt。Narumi-chan, Tsukino Dono. Thank you, my Chiko-chan. You really helped us out there. You've got more guts than me. That girl had me terrified. 細個踩中香口膠，跟住之後有 trauma， 有 PTSD 見到香口膠瀨嘢。Have you not considered that they might be working together with that monster? This is all just a ruse to sneak into the village and steal what little resources we have left.
The elder side before his curse. What? The elder side.
我覺得係 transcribe 一句好頂嘅就係 It was all a ruse. They were being duplicitous.
其實好似真係單細胞生物。
係啊，繼續啦。
The elder side before his gaze sharpened. His tone surprisingly stern in comparison of how he had just been talking. His voice was so harsh that both girls visibly flinched at the voice sound of it.
Mio, you seem to be underestimating the power of these spirits. If those three had joined forces, there would possibly have been no village left to defend.
The man sighed deeply, shaking his head before continuing.
You should be grateful. We would not stand a chance if our spirits were to conspire against us. Do I need to remind you that we can barely stand our ground against even one?
Yeah. If you're being stuck in the ground.
Burn. Elder-sama, you must understand. My situation I simply cannot pretend to be friends with the spirit, not after everything they have done to us. But for now, I will at least remain silent on the matter. There is more at stake here than my personal view. Know this, fox spirits, if I find either of you doing anything suspicious, I will personally find out whether my sword goes through you as unexpectedly as it did that monster. There shall be no talk of such things within this house.
頭先點解佢俾人遮住？佢依家都係。
原來係勁 shy 嘅 Elder 匿喺佢背後，我好忙。Now, Takahiro-kun, you mentioned you wanted to tell us something. Could it be related to your younger companion's comment? I find it curious to hear her mention the name of an old spirit such as Zuri.
Actually, I'm about to tell is something I learned directly from her.
You mean you met her in person?
I nod my head firmly. There is a reason behind the spirit's attitude toward humans, and doesn't it strike you as odd that there are only spirits in this particular area?
It is true that there has been no spirit sightings outside of this region, but what does that have to do with us?
It has something to do with this region. Apparently, you see, the spirits here aren't from this world.
Not of this world. You mean to say? Takaku, what are you saying? We're spirits, but surely we're still of this world. Oh, you know how you propose 然之後你炸佢話 you're out of this world. Well, yeah, somehow, what does that mean? 好 gradient 啊，見唔見到佢塊面？Photoshop 嘅 gradient tool， 你個 hex code。
Chili Toby, you probably wouldn't remember it, because of how young you were when it happened. But spirits have a world of their own. Some Asians cause both worlds to merge together. Asians.
Asians 啊呢個。
Oh, what? Some accident. Oh, sorry.
Asians.
Asians.
你幾個眼都有。
好似係。
Then why aren't there more spirits around?
The whole thing was apparently dealt with before it got out of hand, but a few spirits became trapped here. Bajiko-san, and four other spirits were unfortunate enough to get stuck here. I think Julie really came here to watch over them. You remember being with Julie for a while, don't you?
That's none of your business 話面紅啦，仲係 Julie. Sichan took care of us for a little while, but then she took us to the mansion and sort of just left us there. Now we can only visit her when she wants us to. What about these 4 other spirits?
四大天王。
哇 ，Solo Master Mio，
有乜圖？
梗係 Mio 啦，而家呢度。
嗰4個天王俾人一刀插死晒。唔係，係出邊死咗一個之後，入邊有3個人俾人串燒插死晒。
我哋咪要跟翻呢個 theme 去打四大天王嗰條 skip 過但係你。又好似係喎。Even
though she's a powerful spirit, Julie has to follow certain rules. Because of that, she wasn't able to reach out the other spirits.
幾方便啊，唔使出街。點？擺到明宅喺屋企啊，死人住啲。I do not know what to say at either moment, but I use another room to compose myself. 我走入去喊。I'll show you. I can take you somewhere and look after you. Wow. To make sure you don't do anything fiendish and all that. Come on, Machiko-san, this way. This way. Go ahead.
When Machiko and Narumi left the room, I sighed and turned my focus back onto the conversation. Now about the pendy theft.
Ah, right. They did seem rather adamant about getting their hands on those for some reason. 而家喺阿伯手上面成功。佢話 What was the purpose of that? Surely those girls have undergarments of their own. 哇！死人阿伯。
其實咧，你有冇留意？其實佢哋冇着。
咁 L 可以係咪啊？可以着到啊？
唔係，但係你有冇睇佢？其實佢冇着。
個角度啫係咪啊？
似乎係。
或者係幾條嗰啲布咁嘅包出。It was a simple mistake. I needed a maiden's silk for my spell. How was I supposed to know that it was something other than the silky things girls wear?
It was all a misunderstanding. None of them knew that maiden silk is another term for a wedding sash.
Innocent. If they really thought that, they could have just used their own.
Maybe they are not made.
係咯，原來已經咩俾處啲咩咗啊嘛，所以唔係咯。好似啱喎。Yeah, that's where you're wrong. What is I don't have any.
哇！我都話佢冇着㗎啦，你睇唔睇到啊
Holy shit！你真係中咗啊！
你睇右邊。
我知啊，我以為真係角度啫，估唔到原來咁嘅 play。
嗱，我都話俾你聽啱㗎啦。
哇！即係佢早期啲撳嘴嗰陣時，我後悔嘅。
哇
I think we should go on to a different. 阿爸邊個？
Yeah, moving on. Julie suggested we find a way to help you guys out. If we can make you trust us, we figured that maybe you will make us the stash.
But why would you need such an item? Boo! Silly man, I already told you, I need it for a spell.
Michael Chung. This guy is a magician. He doesn't know what you are talking about. Basically, Michael has been researching a spell that will allow her to travel to another realm.
Why would she desire such a power?
Imagine being stuck far away from the village. You don't have any way to return to your loved ones. To make matters worse, you are in a place you don't know, with beings unlike anything you have seen before. Now, let's say you had a power they would let you to go anywhere you want. Where would you go?
Are you saying that?
Yes, even if they weren't aware of it, they must have consciously felt they were different from you. They only wanted
the family to go home. Kinda, I guess. I just want to cast a spell to see what happened. Chilchan told me that if I ever felt like that, I should ask her first and go with it. So I did, and since she didn't warn me about anything, I figured it was just like any other spell.
I think it's normal, Malachang. Whether it is human or spirits, everyone wants a place they can call their own. A place where they are accepted for who they are. Isn't that right?
But you accept me for who I am, don't you, Takani? Nisa! I would certainly feel sad if everyone ended up rejecting me simply because of who I am. Surely not all spirits are good at heart, but perhaps we're being too quick in labeling them all evil.
For a moment, I saw the elder's eyes wander sideways. I watched him move the two, and his gaze softened.
Unfortunately, some of us have suffered quite a lot at the hands of spirits. It will take time for people to come to terms with those feelings, Takani.
Meanwhile, in the room off to the side of the main room, the guard lieutenant was watching over the older false spirit as she seemed to be in the grips of a minor panic attack.
No, this can't be true. I'm from this world. This world! I belong here, maybe you should sit down or like lay back or something.
And sit down.
Maybe get you a pillow if you'd like, or... No! You could not possibly understand! You cannot know what it is like to have everything you knew your whole life just pulled out from under you completely. The sights I've seen! Oh! Actually, I do. What do you mean?
佢嘢變得好快。
正常，突然間正常。It was a while ago now. I'm still just a kid, maybe 5 years old. There was an incident involving those other spirits. I don't know exactly what happened, but there was a big fire, and my parents got trapped inside. They never made it out. So yeah, don't tell me I don't know what it's like to have your whole life torn apart. I'm sorry. I did not know. I could not have known. Oh no! Please save me. It almost makes it worse, you know. I mean, you should know. You should know exactly what it did to me, how it made me feel. 哇 trigger 啊 panic attack 啊，入去都 panic attack 啦，全部人都 panic attack 啦。 突然之間發現原來嗰個買一個唔係馬刺講嘅，哇有 panic attack。
點解全世界都係？
個 plot twist 啊 panic attack 我都，哇我杯龍井冇晒啦，我 panic attack。
啊！我包檸檬茶都冇晒。
沖翻水。Pardon? I do not know what you're talking about. Narumi, was it? Naruto.
What?
That's what you used to call me, teacher. You used to call me Naruto. We used to play together almost every day. That's how you should know I was with you when the incident happened. You don't even remember. 哇，心碎啊！
The girl collapsed onto one knee, clutching her head.
I remember the village glowing orange. A girl younger, resembling you. Why could I not remember this before? Machiko. My head hurts. I remember seeing you cry. You screamed for your parents, and then you were calling out my name as I ran. I had to. The villagers, they wanted to catch us, all spirits. They didn't care that we had been playing by the river all day. I couldn't explain it. I had to run. Can't believe it. I'm so sorry. 好傻仔。
好似就嚟完噶咯，睇個細集。
係啊，佢嗱實現而家記翻起，跟住之後就 reconciliation， 跟住之後就完啦嘛。但係
The first
end 咯。
spirit reached out for the god, who pulled back instinctively as she did. The pain seemed to disappear, and Machiko looked more relieved than anything.
I know, but yeah, they can't just forget all about all that. It isn't that easy to stand up to that slime creature that only called Sakura.
You risk
your life for me and for the village. It's worth giving you a chance for. I can't promise a miracle though, because she barely listens to me without trying to calm her down. She isn't that cold, heartless captain everyone thinks she is. Thank you. 乜料啊！突然之間又變面，你隔離即記翻起，跟住而家又即刻。
真係快得好緊要。
我唔知點講。好 dialogue heavy 嘅 character development 仲要變得明白。Thank you for giving us a chance, Naruto. I promised Michael and I would do our best. Perhaps you could tell me more about the incident. 你先講完你嗰啲傷心事，而家要繼續撩翻上去。
定係究竟個 writer 諗住，其實佢都冇諗過。
點啊？
其實佢都冇諗過點樣寫，究竟發生咩事？
所以咪塞啲完全唔可能十幾年前突然之間會發生嗰啲係咪？係。哇！主役拳啊呢胎！I couldn't do anything earlier. Together. But today, I can protect anyone. I don't have the brains for magic or anything like that. But the Takahito guy knows some pretty flashy moves. 佢好似冇做過嘢喎 ，Takahito。
其實好似係。
頭先完全冇做過嘢。
其實佢除咗坐喺度唔知做乜嘢之外，
佢就係 call 人過嚟嘅啫。係。負責 call 靚嘅啫。Why, if you get him to teach me some, I'll tell you about what happened. Do you, Chi-chan? I'm not too sure. It seems like a bit of an unfair deal on my part. Perhaps you could sweeten it for me just a little. Oh, waste the charmer. 好黐線，一句好芝士啊！我都覺得呢句好芝士。Alright, how about this? I'll tell you something about when we were younger. Like when we used to play together in the woods near the village. 佢唔係真係完全失晒憶啊？
應該係。
There's a little stream that we used to fish in. Sometimes you sneak into the village with, and we played pranks on the shop owners, knocking on doors and running away. Silly kid stuff. You'd even show me your magic. Well, show me your magic. your
Your
illusion
magic.
ability. But you said you didn't like doing all that because it made Maeko. That's right. When Maeko saw me transform, hey shit! For the first time, she got so scared. She ran away and nearly hurt herself. 佢砍緊乜？呢個即係根本就係 blade 嗰個，唔係呢個係一個顏色根本就係 blade 嗰個顏色。
好似係。
How could I possibly have forgotten that? Naruto, thank you for telling me that. I swear I will get Kaku to help you. Thank you.
The girl stepped forward once again, this time wrapping her arms around the surprised guard, who did not pull back. As the two women hugged each other tightly, the first spirit began trembling.
Hey, come on. We should probably get back to the others. They're probably wondering where we've gone. 乜料啊？你喺隔離間房嗰度，阿伯頭先望佢見到你班友。
Revelations.
Forgive me for my absence. I must admit I didn't expect such revelations.
其實
Have you explained the situation?
其實比我更加，我都諗唔到會有啲咁嘅 revelations。
我都諗唔到。哇！呢個 plot twist 真係勁過 M Night Shyamalan，我都真係。
Yeah, I think they get it now, but it's probably going to take a while for the villagers to accept you.
I do believe it will be in everyone's best interest to see the true nature of this fox spirit. But I can't promise that friendship will be today. Let it be known that from now on the fox spirits are welcome in our village and will receive the same respect as any guest should. Thank you, Elder Sama. I am very grateful for your hospitality.
打到你入 hospital。
係啊。However, the laws of this village shall apply to you three as well. Takahiro, I believe it would be in your best interest to learn more about the village. Tsukino Dono Narumi-chan, if you're in your care. Oh, leave him in your care. Try not to put him back in that cell.
The single cell plankton.
係啊。Back into Sakura
點點點。
哇 ！Ellipses。
其實 Sakura Spirit 係咪講緊究竟嗰隻嘢先係主角？
原來係咁，原來佢係個 spirit 嚟嘅。
其實佢先係真正嘅主角。
You've got it, Oji-sama. We do our best. About my shine, Chi-chan, merchant. I would like them to stay here to try. We need to discuss what to do should the other spirits choose to return. Elder-sama, I would like to stay with you for that conversation. It is my duty to protect the village and those within it from any perceived danger. This includes you. 你有冇發現 Mio 由頭到尾隻手都係放喺個刀上面？
似乎佢真係好想劈嘅。
佢仲要開到一半咁樣，掹把刀掹咗個 D 出嚟咁樣。
佢依然好想劈嘅，睇佢個樣。
I also believe it would serve me well to hear this firsthand. Of course, I expected nothing, Tsukino-dono. Narumi-chan, how about you take Takahiro-kun for a walk? And do not think that this is a date, young man. You're going to need more than that show earlier to earn the right to date my granddaughter.
原來係咁嘅。
開下嚟啦。
The man laughed heartily, smiling weakly. At least I wouldn't end up cuffed and brought to the jail cell this time. Maybe it would even turn out to be a pleasant experience.
They end up cuffed and brought to the jail cell. 我以為喺出面真係落啲。
It didn't. Even the elements seems to be working against the village today. Barely a minute into the walk, the sky let loose, and we were both soaked through with it.
哎呀 ，CG 啊
！CG! Letting out a yelp, Nanumi grabbed my hand and pulling me towards the nearest shelter.
Oh, ew! The rainfall is suddenly, that's just typical. It just went from bad to worse.
Yeah, I thought it would take more than a bit of rain to dose your warrior spirit.
Warrior spirit. You really had this by the bucket for today.
You sound different from last time we met. I was practically expecting you to shout, "Ha! If you want to stop me from the great enemy, you better up your act, Mother Nature." Mother Nature.
Mother Nature.
Say me a tsunami, an earthquake, or a tornado my way, and you might just stand a chance.
Yeah, well, before I realized what a weak, cowardly person I am, it wouldn't take all that to stop you. I'm not that great. I'm just a girl trying to impress someone. It just takes drizzle to stop me. 乜料啊？我唔知對白真係，啲對白真係聽得好聽，夠嘅，好痛苦啊！繼續啊！嚟啦 ，You just take the drizzle， 到嚟啦，皺眉啦。
I frowned for a moment, trying to think of how to respond. It looked like her inability to stop the slime girl from causing havoc had led Nanumi to feel like she had failed somehow. It was then I recalled a certain scenario and decided to act. I swiftly grabbed a hold of Nanumi's shoulder, while my other arm walked around her own. Almost I thought I was about to comfort her. 喂，佢唔係連個女都想搭落地下喎。
咁啊，推到啦。
係搭落地下喎，唔係推低佢。
係啊，係啊。
I had decided to use a judo technique, pretending to be the hero of some manga, preparing himself for a secret technique. I shouted proudly, "Wow!"
石破天驚拳！
啊！
哇嘿 ，stop！ stop！
To the gosh！
你係點譯啊？
唔知喎，我已經唔再諗究竟佢點樣譯。
好啦，你已經過咗呢個層次啦，哇！已經睇呢個 Sakura Speed 達到咗呢個善嘅境界。已經唔見到嘅唔係文字啊。
其實簡單啲嚟講就係打佢落地。
好。
即係過肩術啊。
OK。
你咁諗啦。
OK。
Having practiced judo since I was a kid, I easily spun the girl over my shoulder and onto her back in the rainy grass. My eyes were sharp as they looked down at her, repeating the words I remember from a certain manga.
お前はもう死んでいる。
お前はトマト。If you let one loose break your spirit. Is that a pun?
得繼續。
You are not.
係咪講完呢句之後，突然間成個 game crash 咗
You are not suited for the life of a warrior. The stronger the people around you, the more you should improve. You.
That doesn't mean anything. You took me by surprise is all. You look like you're going to kiss me and then you toss me on my back.
I wasn't planning to kiss you. And now I forget my heroic speech. Get up and grab your weapon, Nanami. If words won't cheer you up, then let's talk like warriors do. Through battle. 哇！突然間打佢，
空手打人哋攞啲，
真係話打就打喎，
激嘅，
黐線。
係你淋濕身打真係夠。
唔係喎
Wait here，
後邊行嚟，跟住一斬。The woman pushed herself over and barged past me, storming into a nearby building. Only now did I recognize it as the building I had been held in the day before. I went under the wooden slats of the shelter as the rain continued. A few moments later, I heard a loud thud, and through the doors, Nanami burst. 哇！好，接得。
哇 CG 救命！
講完。
我全部冇晒。乜料 ？OK。我 assume 主角屈咗佢機之後，佢唔鋸走咯。好。
I chased the girl as far as I could, barely able to keep up as she picked up her way through the trees. She finally slowed down, coming to the stop at the edge of a small clearing. Huff. You're really fast. Why did you run? Damn it! Damn it!
Damn it! Why did you follow me? I didn't ask you to come. I don't want you here. Nay.
Damn it! I'm...
Wow. Narumi Ruto. Narumi-chan get Ruto.
I can't do that. Narumi-chan. Our hero never abandons someone indeed. And the master never let his pupil down.
What are you talking about?
FF 太多呢條友。It's not important.
中意我嘛
Won't you at least tell me what has gotten you this worked up? I know you panicked back when the Spiral Spirit attacked, but I think most people would have. It's not something you need to feel ashamed of.
哇
No answer
！Determination 啊，呢
came from the girl, who kept her gaze down lowered. Rolling my eyes, I turned to leave, but stopped when I noticed two small graves. They looked old but well maintained, sitting in the shade of the trees. 點解突然間會跑過嚟嘅？
實係佢阿爸阿媽個份啦。
唔係呢個問題啊，呢個好明顯啦，但問題點解佢無端端要跑過嚟？
好問題，頭先 skip 咗個原因啊。
唔係啊，佢哋啱啱打完喎。
我知啊，你頭先 skip 晒唔可以，佢可能入邊啲文字已經 infer 到佢點解走咗啊嘛。
其實我睇唔到。
哦，即係佢呢個 self-esteem 問題咯，跟住之後咪走咗咯。
嗯。
哦，全部係乜都冇晒啦。
其實我真係唔明點解。
outburst 咯。哦，跟住。好啊，我乜人死晒啦，乜人都死晒，而家喺度好驚啊，打佢。When I'm in a trap, I got so scared that I was going to lose her. I just kind of shut out. My mind went blank. I envy you, Takahito. You're trapped in another world and you might never see your family and friends again. But here you are, still so positive and so eager to help everyone. How do you do it? Just how, Takahito?
Well, I do worry about whether I will be able to return to my world or not, but I realize that just sitting around sulking all day won't get me anywhere. I would rather spend my time helping everyone. But I don't think you lose everything that day. I mean, Miyo-san is still here, right? So maybe you can be the reason for you to get stronger. And what about the elder and the other ranges? Isn't the trust in you enough for the reason to fight?
It's just so hard. I'm so weak. I can't fight, but you can. Will you help me? I need to get better, and your skills are incredible.
Incredible.
If I get strong enough, maybe I can finally protect those I care about. Miyo-san, teach the village.
Well, I'm going to be stuck here for a while anyway, so I wouldn't mind helping you out, but if you kept your emotions in check during our fight, I would have been seeing stars by now. But who's Chisha? You are not talking about the elder, aren't you?
咁叫我阿爸，叫我阿爸叫 Chisha. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. Can I trust you, Takahiro-kun?
Of course, my lips are sealed.
Chi-chan is a Chico.
Oh, you already gave her a nickname?
It's a little complicated. We were friends when we were kids. She was the friend I lost after the incident. The villagers went on a witch hunt and got rid of all the spirits, banishing them to the forest. I haven't spoken to her since, that is, until today.
I thought Machiko-san has
有聽
changed.
到佢可以拍戒刀啲聲嘅，
其實係戒刀啲聲嚟。
咁恐怖嘅。
I thought Machiko-san has changed that much from
搞
now.
啲咩啊？
How you remember her? Well, aside from the fact that she might not have been such a tease, 唔係其實因為呢排，因為工作需要成日都要用戒刀。
跟住就開始有呢個戒手嘅習慣。
唔係，其實揸戒刀好似多過揸筆。
驚
我已經慣咗揸戒刀嗰種感覺。
好驚。No, she was actually a tease back then too, only not so intense. She used to play fun little pranks, like hiding a bucket of water on the door or hiding a frog in someone's food. It was so much fun!
I genuinely hope the next generation of children in this village won't take after the two of you.
Next generation of children. 仲唔係你？Ataraxia咯，仲唔係你搞出嚟嘅？
哦
Bah, no fun. It's only a bit of harmless silliness. We made sure no one ever got hurt. We even rescued the frog. It's just a shame it all ended so quickly.
Why don't you try to reconnect with her now that she's allowed back to the village?
I'd like to. We had a lot of fun when we were playing, but something seemed weird when I spoke to her earlier. 仲唔係Ataraxia咯？ She didn't seem to remember anything. And it looked like it hurt when she tried to. It's probably nothing, but you never know. 我仲唔係煮啲嘅搞啲嘅 magic.
Magic. Maybe something happened to her after she ran away. In any case, I think we should return to the village. This rain. Oh wait, the rain stopped. I didn't even notice. We should still get back though. I turned my gaze away. My cheeks as I pointed at her chest. Your clothes are soaked.
You're right. Haha. Yeah, almost see-through.
That's something you should be amused about.
Erosion. Wow, look who's talking. My body is spent. Untouched and it deserves to be shown off. 有陣時好肚餓，去攞個包食先。
肚餓。
夜晚淨係食咗個糯米雞，有啲肚餓。
I doubt your grandfather wants you to showing it off to anyone at all. Let alone a guy. Anyway, let's get back to the village before you catch a cold. 我啱去咗食放題啊嘛。The girl nod. 唔記得換返個先。Girl nod, and with the one last look at the two graves, she turned and began to walk back to the village, with B following in her trail. We walked back to the village, exchanging idle chatter. I managed to establish that while the girl was trained in her bird world, she lacked discipline. She led me to an unfamiliar building on the outskirts of the village, and quickly unlocked the door. Oh.
Welcome to my humble abode. It doesn't look like much, but I keep it tidy. You can put on one of our G-Samars or robes if you want to, you know, while your stuff dries. 仲唔喺佢面前換衫？
某爛 game。
做咩啊？
某爛 game 動畫話2015年1月出喎。
咩啊？
動畫版。
我睇唔到啊，咩 game？
我都話某隻爛咯。
哦 ，Kantai， 我以為係爛 game。
爛。
OK。
係，翻返轉頭。
OK。
There's still such to be his place before she came. 講㗎，呢
個我講喎，但係
唔係喎，呢句冇咩喎。
呢個我講喎，但係個 style 好明顯我講係嘛？
佢係咪漏咗？
係啊，我覺得係漏咗。 This used to be his place before he became the village elder. I never really got rid of our stuff, his things. He wouldn't even notice we were wearing his stuff. You can change in there. I'll get into something else.
Before we had a chance to get started, the sound of heavy footsteps could be heard from outside, and soon enough a young gasped out appeared at the door. Kake-san, there you are. We have been searching for you. Elder-sama wishes to see you right away.
Oh, of course, right away.
The guard saluted, stepped around, and took off. Nalini closed the door behind him and worked behind the clean pile of clothes. Wow!
哎呀，非禮勿視，屌！
其實直接飛就得㗎啦，呢啲嘢睇唔睇都冇所謂。
好啦。
Dashed across the village to the elder's house, and we grabbing a weapon along the way. When we got there, we heard shouting, and exchanged worried glances before pushing through the doors.
Ouch! Oh my!
Prepare your up. Did we cross into a different dimension?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! 哎呀！
The scene that lay before us was unlike anything I've seen before. In one corner, Michael was cuddling a large empty bottle, sleeping and giggling to herself. At the back of the room, the village elder was hitting a large casket with a log on it while grumbling to himself. In the center of the room, a chocolate pinned to the floor by Bio was taking her mercilessly.
哎呀！ Naruki, help you. This chest is locked, and all the sake is trapped inside and suffocated. We need to rescue it immediately with a man. Oh, jeez, they're drunk. Takahiro-kun, could you help us?
It wasn't the battle I was expecting. I nodded my head in confirmation to Narumi's request, and I turned towards the two girls on the ground to the floor, trying to decide how best to deal with them. With both of them drunk, it would probably have been easy enough to get Mio to release Bachiko. But before I had a chance to interfere, the two girls roughhousing on the floor, cased.
係啊，哇！白麵包真係好好食。
Caused them to bumping into the table, knocking over a bottle of sake on the both of them.
Oh, I'm all wet now. It's spilled the sake. Ah, stupid.
又係啲咁嘅嘢，又嚟 CG。
哎呀
The girl pushed 哇正啊 herself upright, flaring like a spoiled child before turning tail and running through the door. Good grief! 我突然間諗起某一個 Charlie Brown。
咁啦。
Who knows what she might do? Please go get her. In this state, she'd make only stupid advances than me.
Right.
As Naomi ran off to retrieve the drunken first girl, I was left to take care of the remaining few. Mio-san, you need to come with me. We need to get you into something clean.
Just want to save me naked.
好似係 What though? I'm not perfect. 都話你係寫作生寫讀作變態咯。Why does everyone seem to think that? I mean, I do want to see the boobs, but I've my honor them. 唉，想睇咪睇咯，講咁多嘢做乜嘢啫？
No, I'm not going to do anything you tell me to. I'll stay right here and swim inside.
I sighed and looked down to the woman who was indeed trying to swim in the tiny puddle of Sakura on the floor, taking a big threat and prepared myself. Turn the chief. Enemies have been sighted near the hot springs. Their numbers are about to overwhelm us. We need reinforcement right away. I can't really have a breath on the spot, hoping it would get me out of the room.
Right! Just vanquish them at once. Come on, Private Pervert, to the hot springs!
But I'm supposed to defend. Before I have time to finish my sentence, Mira had dragged me into the entrance of the building by the corner of my wood.
Wow, 最拳啊 No! Attack! Attack! Go to the hot springs and attack! I'll be there soon.
其實不如出動畫化啦。
呢個
係好混亂呢套嘢真係。And with that, she shoved me through the door with a hefty kick. The door slamming shut behind me. My hearing wasn't perfect, but I could sworn I have a yelp and trembling following Mia's departure. A large open area
hot springs
closed off by a tail of bamboo fence. There was also a small area off to the side of the more delicate version. Saying to myself, I began to tidy up the place a little, removing sharp objects and small obstacles that the drunken woman might enjoy herself with, and wait. 5 minutes went by before I heard the door open and close, followed by a gentle swoosh of something stepping into the water of the hot spring.
What a great area! Get it?
Skip Whatever happened to attack? I turned around and expect her to be standing in the water with her clothes on. 都同你講。Realizing that leaving me here would be a bad idea, I thought about what to do when Nanami came barging in.
Pang! Takahiro-kun! I heard you in here. I managed to. Whoa! What's going on here?
Is that what you think? The great captain couldn't handle the heat.
And take the heat, turn on the cheese.
Is this a pun?
呢個係 Dark Souls 嘅分嚟嘅，其實唔係好多人 tap 得過，只不過 Dark Souls popular 咗。Sure, that's what happened. I believe you, you stud. Come on, I'll take her. Make sure she gets a good night's rest. But if you did do stuff to her while she was drunk, she's going to kick your ass. 我睇呢啲啦。
踢你屎忽。I shall refrain from provoking her wrath. The last thing I need is a hungover samurai trying to turn me into a shish kebab.
唔好講食物啦，我搞到好餓啊！
係咪 she tailor? I mentioned it for Nanami to come over.
You should get some rest too, Takahiro. Make sure you keep an eye on Chicha. She's a little restless right now.
Leave her to me. She is in good hands.
Good hands. Good hands.
And with the words, I left Nanami to take care of the passed out captain. I quickly changed into the robes I had borrowed, and I made my way back to the main hall. And as I expected, a vomit occurred on the floor. Thankfully, it looked like she made her way to my ankle and decided to cut the legs to her. The two girls looked adorable, and their cute mumblings only make them more enjoyable to watch. I considered waking them up so we could return to the mansion, but the sound of my name interrupted my train of thought. Walking out of the garden beyond my room, onto the wooden deck, I found the village elder sitting on the grass, looking up the stars.
Young man, are the stars here as beautiful in your world?
個阿伯做到傻咗。
咁快夜晚嘅咩？
個阿伯做到傻咗。
係啊，個樣好恐怖。
I walked over to him, and laying down flat against the grass, furthering allowing myself a rest, I looked up at the night sky and smiled. You know, I never really have a good look at them. I'm always busy with this and that. I yawned loudly and felt my eyelids getting heavy as I wriggled down a bit in an effort to get comfortable.
Perhaps you should if you get back, that is. The previous elder once told me that our worlds shared the same sky. It sounded silly to me, but maybe there's something to it.
I mean, it does look similar, sparkly and black. Maybe he was right. The elder remained silent for a while. When he spoke again, I could barely make out what he said. Sleepiness taking over. Before long, I drifted off to sleep beneath the starry sky.
跟住之後，突然之間 genre 改變，變咗 science fiction，變咗要搭，變咗搭火箭上去嚟翻返地球。How long do you think he's been out here? Must have been a while. His clothes are soaked with morning dew. His clothes are soaked with mountain dew.
As I drifted back into consciousness, I heard Naomi and Mio talking nearby. Their voices sound hushed, as though they were far away. I briefly considered jumping up and scaring them, but my body was not going to let me.
Maybe you should poke him? 篤佢啊！ Hikage, there's no need for that. Takahiro-san! Wake up, you lazy sloth!
I wondered as my eyes finally opened. The early ray of rising sun making me raise my hand to conceal my eyes from bright light.
白麵包真係好食。
白麵包。
我而家食緊白麵包。
你講我前面左邊嗰兩嚿白饅頭？
唔係。
I was usually quite the morning person, but having fallen asleep under a starry sky, I wasn't exactly in familiar surroundings.
Hey, it's talking gibberish! Did you intend to lie around all morning, or do you plan on being useful?
They were very angels who come down from the heavens to pick up the souls of fallen warriors who have fought heroic battle. Not that I plan on dying anytime soon.
You're no warrior, and neither is Narumi. Did you become an even bigger idiot overnight? 呢個 game 真係贏晒呢個 taking all jokes literally， 跟住 explaining 嗰啲 joke 嘅 award 啊，2014。
得啦，呢隻 game 嘅。
That is exactly why I need to train you both. None of you are warriors yet, but with my help, you will both become fine, noble warriors capable of handling anger.
I liked her more when she was drunk. It will be an honor to learn from you.
Yes, man! Maybe Takahiro-kun could teach both of us some of his moves. Hee hee! 呢個真係嘻嘻啊！
嘻嘻。
An excellent suggestion, Larry. I believe he's a competent fighter and learning more than simply how to use a weapon. But a fight without one too would be a very convenient skill to have. However, work cannot begin like this. You need to get changed, eat, and wake up. Get to it.
But the grass is kind of salt here, and the wind is pretty nice.
Oh. Yeah, but if we leave, these mountains will disappear. Oh, these mountains will disappear.
A convincing argument, not which one, but I wonder which mountain would be most difficult to climb. Mount.
What?
真係我真係讀唔出呢啲嘢。
讀啊！
你先唔好話 mouse 呢個字本身已經好危險。
你係咪要 mount 佢啊 ？Enough of this idiotic banter, you bumbling buffoon of a boy.
Yeah,
alliteration.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
We have been overwhelmed by the power of your tune. Could you please bless us with your daily once in a while? You would like that too, wouldn't you, Norwegian?
You might need to explain that I don't really know what it means. Sorry, Takahiro-kun.
Never mind, don't worry about it. I'm just saying, she should be less a mini panty pants and show us.
mini panty.
Yep.
Okay.
A bit love and affection. What happened to motivate your troops?
Mini panties? Will you stop making such ridiculous comments? I'll slap some respect into you. Ha, come here. Hehe, angry meal.
I kind of this video I saw in the hot springs yesterday.
That was something completely unrelated. You don't know what you're talking about. Stop saying such embarrassing things, please.
A personality disorder?
呢度食緊早餐。嗱，Ruby 都食緊早餐。
又好似係。
What? As if one was bad enough. You think we've got 2 meals running around?
Just wait, let me tell. Soon we will have a whole army of meals.
塔加希羅將會製造一個 whole army of meals.
How?
Stop it! Shut up, both of you. Right? This is getting ridiculous.
Ridiculous. The girl, who was now blushing brightly, turned her back to me and stormed off with a huff, her arms crushed indignantly. I guess I better get up before she decides to return and kick me in the gear. Thanks for the way up, Cole. After apologizing to Mio, explaining that it was really a joke, the girl had decided that she wanted to train each of us personally. We both waited for Mio to show up for the first part of the program, which was to take part in the town square. It reminded me of a training camp at the dojo, although I had the feeling that it was about to turn out to be more fun. As we wait, I noticed that preparations were being made for what looked like a festival. I asked Ramita about it, and she told me that it was an annual celebration happening a few days from now. As we chatted, Mia turned up, sword in hand, and a face work upon her face. Perfect.
In fact, this seems like you're ready. If there's something I already need, this thing is desperate. With this in mind, let us start with running laps around the village. Sakura. Oh no, not laps!
That's it all?
Wow, Takahiro 犀利，你隻跑啊！ Yes, and those who slack off will be punished. Now run. Go!
Without any warning, Bia drew her sword and pointed it at the two of us, cranking. Narumi took her arm, tugged at my arm, making it clear that our teacher wasn't joking.
Let's get down to it, shall we? Power in there. Oh no, she's enjoying this far too much. We will defeat those spirits.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh
Quit
boy.
yapping and get to running unless you're eager to feel the edge of my sword.
There's some cutting edge training method.
Okay, sure. Yeah, she's totally enjoying. Come on, Takahiro, let's get going. She's not going to be reasoned with like this.
She's freaking Drill Sergeant.
Mm.
As I started to run around alongside Olivia, I decided to finally take the exercise seriously. All things considered, I was surprised at the pace Olivia was running at. Even though I felt like I could brag a bit about my own physical strength, her stamina was clearly superior to mine. After several hours of running, I found myself on the back. My breathing was ragged and heavy, while Nanami was still standing upright, although visibly exhausted, judging from her panting. Miyo had also been keeping up with us, and while she was panting too, She still looked fit and fight and ready to go. Do you do this every day?
All day, every day. Not every day, no. Otherwise, we would not get no patrolling done. But I cannot fault you for your spirit. You both did well. It was harder than anything we've ever done before.
I wouldn't be surprised if your son end up being the final boss someday. Your strength and stamina are clearly beyond human capabilities.
Clearly, maybe she's some kind of spirit, here to be meeting to us on a superhuman level. Now to me, how would you like to run 10 more laps around the village? Ah, no, I'm sorry, great meal. Oh, great meal. Please forgive me, I was just kidding.
You think we will be allowed a break if we pray to the almighty guardian spirit of this village? I idle you as I attempt to hold back my spell, clapping my hands together in a prayer. Now let me give and follow my example. Oh, my TBO son. Sama, you who watch over this village, please bless us with a short break and maybe a lot of money and a beautiful wife and... Okay, a break is fine.
Two idiots want to break that badly. Fine, I have an idea. Elder Sama needs his best. That ought to loosen you up for the next part of the training.
You hear that, Nobisa? We get to play at the hot springs.
Yay!
Clapping my hands one final time, I took Nadumi and Mio's hands by surprise and dragged the two girls toward the village elder's house. 都係變態佬嚟嘅真係。
唉，都係俾人告石估下啦。
根本就係。
係what are you doing? Let go of me. Right, this is.
Mio-san, it won't do you any good to be serious like that all of the time. Let's have some fun.
Fun.
The three of us quickly reached the hot springs and were soon preparing to begin our work. However, it didn't take long for some serious cleaning work to turn into a series of serious game as I started trailing Nadumi around the soap the sponge, shouting in a nefarious tone. I am the soap monster, preparing to be roasted. Foolish warrior.
Ah no, the evil soap spirit has appeared. Do not fear, the citizens of the hot spring village. Yeah.
Go grab her board and thrust it forwards, brandishing it like Mio would have her katana.
I'm the village's protector, Tunderino Mio. Tunderino Miorino Cappuccino. I will vanquish all who oppose. It's me, you oppose me. Or Caparino, Ripperino in Pepperino. Will you two stop messing around? We have work to do.
It's for Mio, the message of all spirits. Today is the day you fall.
Sure, never. I will defeat this place until my last breath.
Brandishing her board with a candid fashion.
In a candid fashion, I mean to do harm.
Clearly didn't mean to do any real harm. Using my sponge, I batted it away with hers.
Well, out to parry.
Today shall be your last.
Parry. I told you to knock it off.
I laughed menacingly when a playful push from Nadumi caught me off guard. I staggered backwards. My foot slipped on a bar of soap.
仲係 CG。
唔該，執翻佢上嚟。你見唔見到嗰度有嚿番梘同我執翻佢上嚟？
執翻個番梘。
With a starting yell of surprise, I felt myself toppling over backward, bumping into Mio. Oh. 啪嚓，直線插落去。
飄
As I
定
lost
拍
my balance completely, I let go of the sponge, sending it flying towards Narubi, who caught it on the face. I moved it forward to apologize to the woman, who, when from behind me I heard a yelp and a large splash. I don't want to look, do I?
CG 哇 CG 點解冇？點解好似冇乜料啊？點解突然之間會
越嚟越
strip 埋？啲咩事啊？
究竟發生咩事？
我唔知，我唔想知，繼續跳咯。走啊！你離開呢間房，離開呢間屋啊！Okay.
It had been a week since I came to this world. I spent my days helping out around the village and trained with Bio and Alumi. I even tried my hand repairing some of the damage done by Sakura. I still have no clue where I was, but I was enjoying the time I spent here. Every time reminded me of things I had read about in the schools of history book, from the buildings to the people. I noted at the nearby girls and let those like, the history book never say anything about false girls or spirits. There were mention of them in various religious texts, but they weren't real. So, you are sure this rain slash will be able to get me back to my world? In the end, my uncle had been able to research the spell even further, have made huge progress over the past few days.
60% of the time, all the time. Judy was able to provide some details. You believe that the spell will return something to where it belongs. I suppose it's worth trying. Or will return something to where it belongs. 跟住咪呢兩個跟埋過去。Holy shit! The implications. It will work. I know it will. I just need some time to prepare. 個線真係好唔啱呢個角色。
I'm not sure if I should be grateful or worried. Still, I didn't mean you're able to figure out it that fast, so fast.
Yep, magic is super easy. Just a wave and a flag and it's done. 搞掂啦 magic. Except the time that would take you to prepare the ingredients. Do not underestimate the arcane arts, Sakura. You have a gift. Make sure you treat it with the respect it deserves.
Wave and the flash. I'm not going to end up exploding in fireworks or something, right?
想 explode in fireworks. 佢喺某一個同埋墨西哥就 we explode like fireworks. Absolutely, probably not. I guarantee it. Don't worry, Takagi. I won't do anything scary. I hope. Unless you happen to be made of clay, glass, wood, or stone, the needles seem to shatter when you try to cast a spell on them. But yes, I didn't have to tell him that.
Oh boy, good thing the human body is mostly made up of water. Let's take a break. I'm feeling a bit distracted by the young girl's excitement. I did not notice a sweat had started forming on my forehead. A sudden dizziness came over me. Without a warning, I collapsed on the ground. My breath heavy and my breathing. 覺得咁奇怪啦，讀落。
Breathing heavy and red.
I was breathing heavy and red. As my vision faded, the girl ran toward me, shouting my name in concern.
Takagi!
點
哇！又 connecting
點 I slowly regained consciousness, opening my eyes to take in the familiar surrounding of the room I occupied during my stay within the unfamiliar world. I was surprised to find the two false spirits in the room with me, seemingly in the middle of preparing something.
Takaku, it is good to see you awake. You have unconscious for quite some time. How are you feeling? 你感覺如何啊？
A bit tired, but I'm okay. What happened?
You sprung quite a high fever. I've prepared some food for you. It will be ready soon. My chance preparing a spell that will hopefully improve your condition. 咁方便乜都有 spell. You have a cold. You're so hot and sweaty. I had to get you out of your clothes to wash them.
My hand still felt a little bit fuzzy from the rest, but I was probably just exhausted from the constant training. I guess even a hero gets sick sometimes. It took me a moment to realize what Wachiko has said. Raising the blanket, I found myself left in nothing but a pair of shorts. I instantly blushed. 做咩啫？
pair of shorts 唔係佢自己嘅。
你又唔係露出兩條巨龍出嚟？
兩條巨龍
Why you take my clothes? Being the only naked in the presence of someone as pretty as Wachiko, I kept the blanket close enough to be a second layer of skin.
哎呀 ，Michael 就 ready 啦。你下一句啦 ，Michael 就 ready。
我未下。
哇！
Wachiko suddenly slipped past me, startling me in the process as her hand gently grabs my shoulders, pulling me against her.
None of our ropes fit you. This is the best we could do. I need you to relax.
Easier said than done. Will I be able to relax every girl hugging them? The lack of clothes only make me more nervous.
Just lean back against me and watch. My Chan is about to give you a demonstration of my power. It would be rude not to pay attention, and I would hate to punish you. Hate to have to punish you for being rude.
As the whisper into my ears like the temptation of a succubus, I kept my eyes on the younger sibling. The sight of the young false spirit, seemingly in the middle of preparing some sort of ritualistic spell, caused me to momentarily forget about my embarrassment.
Don't be alarmed if you feel any unusual sensations. Once the spell takes hold, it usually takes a few moments. So feel free to grab hold of me if you need to. Grab where?
There's 好似突出嚟嘅嘢係最易捉住。
係，例如隻手啦，
啱好啦，兩隻手有兩嚿嘢，咁就啱好啦。
係咯。
Despite my attempt to protest, I decided that it was best to not worry too much about it. It wasn't like she was going to blow me up or something. 可能佢真係諗住用龜波氣功打死你咧。
佢 blow 添啊
！What？
大家繼續。
As though in the days, I watched a smaller growing of start to gather in the room. Urged on the sword whisper of the young false spirit who had finally started her. Maybe I should accept Wachiko's invitation before something blew up in my face.
And
As I watched, the girl began to swirl her arms around. Tiny balls of light, like fireflies, began to appear in the vortex of her swing hands spinning around her.
哇！豪火球之術。
The light had a warm feeling to it, not hurtful to the eyes, but still afforded its sense to than a candle or light bulb. Finally, she began to move her whole body, a dance of salt that made the light flare even brighter.
It makes me jealous seeing her like this, not of her power, but her beauty. It is movement. She is the most beautiful creature in the world.
I won't disagree with that, you dear.
But would you choose her over me? Which do you like better? Maturity or youthful vigor? Or perhaps a stern tsundere more your type? Or are you...
I could tell she was just poking fun of Abby. Despite my correct state, I was about to offer a reply in return when I felt a tangle up inside me. 其實咧，我覺得咧，佢係似攞個火球想燒死我哋多啲。
我唔知點講。
it felt similar in the sensation of swallowing fizzing candy, only through my entire body. Oh, this feels weird.
Oh fucking shit. And he didn't even explode! Yeah! What? Works.
Wait, what?
Tell me, do you feel any better, Tara?
I feel a bit weird, like my entire body is tingling. I really hope I won't explode.
Yeah, haha. If you were going to explode, you would have done it by now. You'll be fine in no time at all. Dinner.
Almost as soon as she had finished her spell, Michael clutched her head in her hands and fell into her knees. Machiko seemed startled by Michael's sudden display of pain. As I tried to get back to my feet, Machiko rushed to her side.
No, you need to show more restraint. Hey, lie down. Can you keep an eye on her? I'm going to try something that will help.
其實今日玩到呢度先啦。
啊，真係爆唔到，好慘啊！
唔得啊，我聽日要返工。
好嘅，
就咁啦。
好啦 ，cliffhanger ending。
OK。
Michael 暈低咗啦，佢下一集會有咩發？
打回分解有請。雖然好似冇。
下一集嘅係嘅 Dragon Ball Z。
其實好似冇。
繼續睇呢個 Michael 暈低。